When it comes to specific phrases like I remember when, isn't it wonderful, those kind of things, I remember when absolutely takes the cake for me. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why. But before we get into that, hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Matthew, and if you are in need of my help in creating your perfect life, check the links down below in the comment section or the description. They'll take you to my website. With that out of the way, let's get into this video. If you've watched my How to Manifest Your Specific Person back video, I mentioned that one of the techniques that I absolutely loved using was the I remember when technique. Now this is a technique coined by Neville Goddard, and essentially what it is you are saying that you remember your current circumstance as though it was the past, and right now you are experiencing something different. So, for example, if we're using the specific people, I remember when I was heartbroken, when I was devastated, when I was broken up with, but now we are in the most amazing, loving, passionate relationship. I remember when I was begging for their attention, and now instead they are giving me all of their attention willingly. I remember when I used to have to do everything in order to just have them validate me, but now they do everything for my validation. What this allows you to do is this allows you to think of the negative circumstance as though it is the past and then create the new. The reason that I love this statement technique, because there's a few of them as well, like isn't it wonderful, I remember when, all those kinds of things, is a lot of the time people struggle to let go of the negative situations. A lot of the time people struggle to accept that their 3D thoughts, their current thoughts is going to create their future 3D. So they end up dwelling in them, they end up finding it very difficult to push past them. Quite frankly, a lot of people aren't disciplined enough to do so. Now, while I absolutely do recommend, if you can, using positive, just straight up affirmations, like I am in the most loving, passionate, committed relationship with a specific person, this technique is extremely useful for the people who just cannot shake the negative. Now, there are other ways to deal with the negative as well, which I've mentioned in other videos, such as taking a few deep breaths to center yourself and then reminding yourself that you are safe, happy, and healthy, and then go on to your desired end. As Corey mentioned in our collaboration, she likes to physically shake it off. She likes to see where the tension is being held in her body and then shake it off. There is meditations you can do. There's therapy that you can do. There's loads of things that you can do. But if you really are unable to shake the negative thoughts, the I remember when technique is perfect for you, because it allows you to dwell on the negative, to dwell on the undesirable, but still create the desirable. Because what you are doing is you are placing your focus on the end, but then saying, it is not like this anymore. Now, even in Joseph Murphy's The Power of the Subconscious Mind book, he mentions to never finish a sentence that is negative on a negative. So if you start saying, I can't afford, you cut it there, and it says, so actually, no, I can afford this because of X, Y, Z. So even in that book, this is obviously a Neville Goddard technique, but even in Joseph Murphy's book, he says it's okay as long as you end the sentence on a positive. So saying, I remember when things were bad, I was heartbroken, I was broke, I was living in a shitty house, whatever your situation might be, as long as you are ending that with, but now, in this moment, right now, my experience is, and then fill in the blank with the positive. You are still going to create the positive, and then for the people that do struggle to let go of the negative, this allows you to sort of focus on that negative a little bit. And it gives you that sense of calm, because yes, I am acknowledging what I feel. I remember those feelings, but now I am in something else. But now I'm calm, collected, and creating my perfect life. But now things are different. This allows you to place that focus. This allows you to kind of not do the work in a bit of a weird way, and then go on to the desired end. Like I said, I would highly recommend more so that you focus on just the desired end if you can, and just absolutely go into that. But like I said, if you are really struggling to get over the negative thoughts, if you're really struggling to look past the 3D, look past your circumstances, look past everything, this is a very, very good technique. And this is the one, or one of the ones that I used when manifesting Katie back, and it made me feel a lot calmer. I definitely believe it was one of the ones that helped me, one of the things that impressed my subconscious mind and helped me manifest her back. It's a very easy affirmation to do, and it allows you to dwell in the negative a little bit more than the other techniques would. Because obviously in like affirmations and stuff, like general affirmations, you wouldn't say, oh, I've broken up with, because that's obviously, creating more of that. But you would say, I am in the most loving, committed relationship. But then that causes you to then have to look past your circumstance and try and convince yourself in that moment that it is true for you. Whereas this allows you to go, I understand that right now things are not great, but I remember them not being great. Not as in right now they're not great. I remember when they weren't great, but now there's something better. And what this is going to allow you to do is this validates how you feel and allows you to look past, instead of you just trying to ignore it. Because I think that's the reason why a lot of people do struggle to let go of the undesirable, to let go of the 3D circumstances, to let go of the negative thoughts, is because they want to validate them. They want to feel like the way that they feel is the way that they should feel. They want to be like, well, how can I just ignore the disrespect? How can I just ignore the heartbreak? How can I just ignore undesirable situations to look forward? Now, obviously, we know, and the better you become at conscious creation, the more you get used to it, you know that it's temporary discomfort of not validating yourself, not validating those feelings of undesired, just to look past and create the new. But if you do struggle with the idea of letting go of it all to create the new, this allows you to validate the way that you feel so that you can then go forward, but validating it from a perspective of the past. Now, I know that many of you, or some of you might be saying, but time doesn't exist. So if you're remembering it, that would imply that it's in the past, but your subconscious mind doesn't have a concept of past, present, and future. Absolutely, I 100% agree with that, and it's a very good question. But your dominant thoughts are what manifest. So if you end it on, but I remember when it was bad, but now it's whatever you want it to be, you are ending it on that, which means that you can go forward in that state. Yes, I validated the negative that I was feeling, but right now things are amazing. I am loved, I am in this relationship, I am rich, I am in my dream home, I'm in my dream job, whatever it is that you are using the I remember when technique for, you are then ending it on that, which means you're placing yourself in that state. And then once you're done doing the I remember when technique, or once you feel, I feel better, I feel good, I feel like I've reached a state of fulfillment, you go forward in that new person, the person that does remember when you felt it, but don't need to anymore because right now things are great. And then you can go forward in that, leaving you in the dominant state of right now, things are great. Right now, I have my person. Right now, I have my job. Right now, I have my money, or whatever it is that you want. A couple of I remember whens that you could use for your specific person is, I remember when we were broken up, but now we are in the most passionate, loving, committed relationship. I remember when specific person, obviously you can enter their name if you want to, but I remember when specific person didn't want anything to do with me, and now they are head over heels for me and so happy we gave it another go. I remember when I chased and I begged and I made myself look like a right idiot, but now I am more calm, confident, and this allows me to be a healthy boyfriend or girlfriend or partner for enter their name. I remember when I never thought I'd ever see them again, and now I'm so grateful to be waking up next to them every single morning. I remember when I thought they were the only one for me, and I was worried that I would never find anyone better, but now I don't need to worry because we are back together, and I know that I don't need to find anyone because there is no one better. That's just like a few examples. Obviously, this can be used for anything: money, house, career, friends, family, specific person, physique, anything. And those are just some examples of what you could do for your specific person. There are infinite statements that you could use. Tailor it to your situation. It doesn't matter what you're going through, doesn't matter what you've been through, doesn't matter how far in the past it is, it doesn't matter how fresh it is. If you are feeling something that you don't like and you want something better, you can use the I remember when technique. And you can even use this for past traumas as well, actually. I remember when I used to struggle in relationships, but now I am extremely efficient at finding the right person for me. Or that was not a very good one, but I remember when I used to struggle in relationships, I never used to be taken seriously, but now men, women, people are head over heels for me and absolutely giving me the best. You could use this for general relationships as well as specific people. You can use this to fix your relationships. You can use this to get your person back. You can use this for your self-concept. You can use this for anything. All you need to do is remember when things were bad, but right now, things are great. Use the negative as a memory and create the current situation to be something amazing. Bring your future to the now by remembering the now in the past. I hope that made sense. Made sense to me. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.